Welcome to the Bag Hag Digest. Hey, beautiful bag lovers. I think it might be the first video where I talk about things I've been loving lately. New goodies that have managed to enter my home, for the most part things beyond my regular bag related content. So let's dive right in, shall we? First is this amazing yoga swing. I like to hang upside down on a regular basis, and until recently was in possession of this back inverter thing, but that device was a one-show pony and put a fair amount of stress on my ankles, so I decided to sell that and replace that main functionality and add a few bells and whistles by going for this yoga swing by Yoga Body Naturals. I love it. Now can I not only hang upside down, but I can also do a lot of assisted stretching, including some yoga poses that I'm not able to do on the floor due to knee issues, like pigeon pose. I find it helps me get into a nice downward dog too. There are two issues with my setup, however. First, I had to invest in this huge pull-up bar because I don't trust any apparatus that affixes to a door frame or ceiling to hold my weight. And because I live in a rental, that probably wouldn't be a good idea anyway. The apparatus looks like it takes up a whole load of space, but in fact I can easily remove the sidebars and fold up the entire contraption against the wall. The big issue is the yoga trapeze itself. It's made of parachute material that's not very forgiving, and in fact it can hurt, but happily not when I cocoon myself inside the width of the fabric. It's wonderful. Next is a bunch of new makeup. I got this really nice all matte palette from Juvia's Place that I'm really enjoying. It's called the Warrior 2. It's all matte, really good for older people like myself. I've also acquired some more palettes from e.l.f. and Shu Uemura, and now have discovered that the wee makeup organizer I bought a few months ago is in fact not enough, especially now that I've decided I want to pack some other items in here. So the old link to the old one is up here. Please have a look at it. This is basically the same one, except bigger. I can now fit in odd shaped items like this stick highlighter from Milk and other bits and pieces. So I ordered the big version of the bag from Amazon, and here she is. It's huge, but I'm sure I'll stuff it as you do. I'll use the smaller one from my decanted perfume collection, which is extensive. I'll link these makeup organizers below. I did a wee bit of Sephora shopping spending when I was back in Canada over the summer, but to be frank, I also do a lot of makeup buying secondhand. I know a lot of you will be grossed out by that, but most of what I buy is supposedly unused, and in case it isn't, rubbing alcohol is my savior. I recently found out that a wee palette like this one from Shu Uemura goes for a whopping $100 US. Well, the limited edition one I found anyway. And I paid, I think, like 500 yen for this, and that includes the makeup that's inside it. However, I use it also to house my my more expensive VisArt palettes in here. They fit perfectly, and this is great for travel. Really tiny, compact. I love that kind of stuff. I also picked up online recently some concealer and some foundation from Juvia's Place, and they're pretty good, really full coverage. They cover my rosacea. I don't think you can see it now. Looks okay, but I don't like it as much as my tried and tested Misha BB cream. It's still the bomb and still my go-to face cover-up product. This is definitely more full coverage though. My rosacea flare-ups have been pretty nasty lately. I long for the skin of my youth. Even the skin of my 40s would be great. Next, I donated a couple of pairs of shoes that I no longer wear, and on the pre-loved market, this is what I found to replace them. I recorded my unboxing of them for you, so have a gander. Okay, so they are in fact men's shoes, but Christian Dior is rather feminine in its branding, and on my feet I don't find these look masculine at all. Excellent quality and in far better condition than these Gucci loafers I bought a while back. I'll link to that up here as well. So can anyone guess how much these might cost retail and how much I paid for them in fact? My guess is they'd probably fetch at least $800 US new, and I paid about 40 for them. That's half and minus a 0. Score! Next is a bit of a clothing haul from ASOS and Swak Designs. ASOS you've probably heard of, but the latter is a plus size retailer that makes really comfortable yoga style capris and palazzo pants that I can wear to both work and to the gym. I do love me some versatility. I took advantage of a sale and stocked up on some of these long capris, and because my other pants got a wee bit worn out. These are in a nice burgundy color. Kind of matches the shoes, don't you think? Very fall, very winter. Yes. I am a bag hag, but when it comes to clothing and my shoes, my closet's not overwhelming. I currently have about 11 pairs of shoes, and all my clothes can fit easily into a small closet. Not unreasonable, right? I try to keep things simple, but I'm not a minimalist. As a plus-size woman living in Japan with a size 10 feet, online shopping is close to my only alternative. I tend to buy stuff that I'm confident I'll like and fit into, because return shipping causes emotional damage to my wallet. And yes, I'd prefer to stay away from fast fashion, but ASOS entices me every time with their free international shipping. It saves a lot of money. Another item that I'm really enjoying this fall is a new tank for my vaping habit. If I put this next to me, it'll autofocus on my face. So this is what it looks like. Probably none of you are interested in this, and indeed you don't approve, because vaping, as we know, is not the best for us. But I am loving this thing. It's gaudy looking, it's obnoxious, but it's really easy to use, and it makes my nicotine-free flavors taste lovely. So there's that. Okay, it's perfume time. I finally found a secondhand bottle of a particular perfume at an acceptable price point. I've been looking for a decent sized bottle of this little guy coming up since I tried a small bottle included in a set I got last year. It's called Oud Isfahan by Christian Dior. Oud is not particularly a popular odor, especially for the play it safe folk in Japan. And in this one, you can definitely smell the oud, or the oud, or the agarwood. But trust me, this is a well-balanced, sweet, beautifully composed scent. It's very strong, very long-lasting, and also very heavy and opulent. It's very warm, very golden, very fall, very unisex. To me, it's kind of the more... What's the other one? Bois d'Argent. It's like the older, more embellished sibling of Bois d'Argent, which I still have a decant of. This perfume stays a long time in the Middle East with the agarwood, but then it hitches a ride over to the Far East too, gets really oriental. And I love getting a whiff of this gem on my skin now and then throughout the day when I wear it, and I'm carried to a very happy place. It's narcotic, and I'd say it's even poetic. It has rose and sandalwood at the base, a pinch of patchouli, and some iris and resinous labdanum in addition to the obvious agarwood, which is the oud. It's truly extravagant, majestic, and I highly, 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 highly recommend this. I do like the magnet on this too. It's very high quality. I wish I could get it in a larger size, but this is the one that I got, and I got it for 1/4 of the retail price, 500 milliliters. It'll last me a little while, not too long though. Huge projection and longevity. If you're gonna pay a lot for a perfume, that's a requirement. Okay, now onto bags. A week ago, I received a new bag strap via Etsy that's given me a renewed love for my Louis Vuitton Eva clutch. Here it is, and I talked about this in my last video, so I'll link it up here somewhere or here, and you can have a look at that. But it's nothing, I mean, it's just a strap, but it's very exceptionally high quality. Okay, where was I? I lost the footage there because my camera died, but I think I was talking about this little guy and the strap, and yeah, it's great. I'll link to my other video so you can check that out and find out the details of where you can buy this strap. Now, if you've watched a previous video, you'll know that I've been without a driver's license for a wee while, which has been a royal pain in the butt. But one benefit that's resulted is that I'm riding my bicycle more, and what better handbag to carry on your person when on a bicycle than a backpack. So yes, my cute little mini Faye Chloe backpack has been getting a lot of love this fall. The color's appropriate for the season too. Okay, I do believe that's all I have to share with you in this video, but do stay tuned as I have some new bags in my collection that I'm eager to share. One in particular from Chanel comes to mind. Speaking of Chanel, I've also sadly slipped out of my hands holy grail bag story. C'est la vie. Have a beautiful week, fellow bag lovers, and we'll see you in the next video. Bag Hag signing out. Mwah.